Hey beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little bit brighter. I'm April Lauren and I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds, which makes today's topic maybe a little ironic. So today I am talking about toxic diet culture, what I think it is, what I think contributes to it, and just all of the things. And I'm gonna do that within just a daily vlog. We're basically doing a day in the life again. Also, we're gonna talk about diet culture and my view on it. And I thought we'd also stop in a couple stores and I'll share just story time. But mostly we're gonna talk about toxic diet culture, why I would call it toxic, and what I really mean, because it's not about diets. It's not about the diets that makes it toxic necessarily. So as always, down in the description below, there is a jump around menu where I have timestamps listed for everything. So if you want to jump around, be my guest, be my guest. La 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 la. I'll see y'all in the next clip.
What is toxic diet culture, and what is a healthy diet? And how, in a world full of toxic diet culture, can you still win and lose the weight for good? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. In this first little section, again, jump around menu in the description, we're going to talk specifically on what is toxic diet culture. We're going to talk about this for a little bit throughout the vlog. What is toxic diet culture? So I did a quick Google search and this is what Google said. Toxic diet culture has a way of making us feel guilty for eating certain things or for not exercising a certain amount. Food and exercise are meant to be celebrated. They are forms of self-love. Fuel your body out of love. Move your body out of love and stop restricting yourself out of love. So that's great. That's definitely not what I am talking about exactly, and it doesn't really define it. Toxic diet culture, where that's concerned, you can't really grab a hold of it. It's like an idea. If it makes you feel bad, then it's toxic diet culture. If you aren't working out every single moment out of love, then that's toxic diet culture. And that's not really what I'm into. Let's talk about what I think. So to me, I feel toxic diet culture is very entwined with consumer culture, and it's a lot more. Google told me consumer culture can be broadly defined as a culture where social status, values, and activities are centered on the consumption of goods and services. In other words, in consumer culture, a large part of what you do, what you value, and how you are defined revolves around your consumption of stuff. In my opinion, toxic diet culture, specifically American diet culture, exists mostly to pad the pockets of corporations and hospitals/corporations. Let's talk about this a little bit further. I feel like this toxic diet culture does encourage the misnomer that you aren't really worthy of happiness, of living now, unless you buy some product or do some fad diet where you buy or consume a lot of goods. And it always encourages the mindset that the only way to lose weight is fast, now, and immediate. So to me, that's what toxic diet culture is. Toxic diet culture is when a diet crosses into consumerism and it's no longer about healing your body, but about losing weight at a rate that you can't maintain in order to cycle through, so you're continuously the consumer of those products. And a diet itself, like the keto diet for instance, is not a toxic diet. However, it can be part of that cycle.
So I don't think I thought things, there's black stuff on my teeth. I don't think I thought things all the way through. So I just pulled up and it's gonna be so dark for everything. So it's gonna be an interesting, I don't know how I'm gonna like put this all together. I wanted to drive to a park and I like had the GPS route me to a park. I know there's so many parks around here, but it's rainy. I hate driving in the rain. I don't know if y'all can hear that. On the way here, it wasn't really raining. It was like soft drizzle, and now it's like full-blown like torrential-ish. It's not really torrential, but it's raining heavier. Anyway, I'm gonna go in these stores, and it might be like a talk in the dark later tonight, as opposed to throughout like I had anticipated on doing, because I really want to head home before dark. So I'm not gonna dally too much. I'll just show y'all what I'm doing, and let's get on with the show.
So my goal isn't to demonize consumerism, although I think that it's very easy for companies to do their marketing in a way that you feel this pressure and overwhelming like need to get things right now, everything. And that's why every single holiday now has so much, because everybody feels like they need so much decor, and I am part of that. I love decor. I love decorating my home. So it's very hard. I'm like, oh, I need this ghost bowl. What do I need that ghost bowl for? I'm like, I picked up 2 of these mugs and put them in my cart. I ended up putting them back. But I'm like, I need these. I need it. Raiden stuff's never available like this. So I need it now. I do want this wreath, but the wreath was $50. Michael's does their wreaths. Generally, they have really good sales. So I'm going to keep an eye out and then make the 1.5-hour drive to Springfield. Oh, and I really, really, really wanted that bathroom stuff, but I didn't need it. I did need a stock pot, and so I got a stock pot. And then I did buy a pumpkin, which I'll show y'all later. And I did not need the pumpkin, but I wanted it. This reminded me of my sister-in-law. She loves peacocks. And then most of these pumpkins, when I first saw them, just reminded me of my mom. I feel like my mom could rock those pumpkins. But I just think consumerism is so interesting because you do feel like you need it, and not just me. So like while I was in line, I picked up this pillow because you know at Home Goods they have those lines with all that stuff, and I put it back, and then this woman and her husband got into an argument about the same pillow because he's like, you don't need it, it's not even for you, put it back. So it's just interesting. Just to add to the irony of me talking about being kind of anti-consumerism in this video where I'm shopping. If you are looking for kettlebells or strength training stuff, try your Home Goods and Marshalls or your Dollar General. I feel like those are all places that I wouldn't normally think to look.
So I am all done at Home Goods. I was in there forever, like almost 2 hours. I didn't get very much stuff, but I just never go shopping anymore. So I'm just like overwhelmed, which is good. I think part of me was like, I wish I lived closer. Like I don't have time to make these decisions on whether I want stuff or not. Also, I found some actually branded Betsy Johnson earrings that look so much like this, and I feel like it fits in really well with the theme of today's video.
I saw these and I was actually wearing the much more expensive pair that I ordered. At first I was sad because, like I said, I paid a lot more than $10 for my earrings. So I felt like maybe I got ripped off a little. But as I started looking at them, and although they're so stinking cute, my earrings and these earrings are not the same. It is not the same quality at all. This is just here to fill shelves so consumers feel pressure and make bad choices while they're stressed and waiting in line. Toxic diet culture is consumer-based culture that feeds on your insecurity and desire to lose weight, so it comes at you sideways when you're anxious and you're going down the chip aisle. Maybe it's better to have those paleo chips, but maybe it's not. And this toxic diet culture feeds on that insecurity and that frustration. And with fancy marketing ploys that help you, me, and most people forget to use their critical thinking skills. It helps entice us to make bad choices, sometimes under the guise of making good ones, and that's toxic.
So that's the first time I've used Drive Up Pickup, and I was gonna go inside to shop, but I don't think I want to anymore. I bought a couple things from Home Goods, and I did really good, like resisting the urge to just buy and buy and buy. So anyway, let's head back home. It's almost dark. That's another factor. Like, I wasn't expecting, because it's so rainy and stuff, it's really, really dark already, even though the sun still won't set for another hour and a half. I really am enjoying my braids today. Okay, I've had enough random chat, huh? You guys are probably like, get to the point, get to the point. I'm gonna get to the point right when I get home. I am home. I am about to get into the Chloe Ting workout of the day for her Get Peachy challenge. And I just wanted to wrap this video up, not really quickly because we still have the bulk of the meat of this video to talk about. So,
what is a healthy diet? Well, diet just refers to what you eat. So a healthy, well-balanced diet for your body depends on, well, your body. That is why it's so important to talk to your doctor to get a medical workup and potentially a referral to a dietitian or a nutritionist. Or maybe it just looks like you focusing on learning what works best for your body, what style of eating works best for your body, and finding a style of eating that you will be able to maintain. I firmly believe that you can do Weight Watchers, keto, paleo, Mediterranean, or any diet, or like me, just be tracking calories and leaning lower carb and be on a healthy diet with the intention of losing weight and creating a lifestyle change, a healthy way of eating for the rest of your life. So it is, even with that being considered, it's so important to keep that toxic diet culture in check. It's important to resist the urge to speed past health in hopes of achieving results fast. Take your time and be kind and patient with yourself. All of this is so much easier said than done. And so I want to give you 4 different things to consider. So let's talk about these 4 different things and how they can help you overcome a bad relationship with food and toxic diet culture. First, break the toxic diet mindset. It's not going to be fast. It isn't going to be now. But you have the power to be successful. You're going to be successful. Know it and live your best healthy life now, the whole way to your goal weight. Just live your best healthy life and always take time to think critically about what you're being fed. I know, I'm punny, but that's by the media, by products available to you at your local grocery store. Just always think a little bit critically on what's going on. At least this is something that I'm encouraging myself to do a lot of. I mindlessly do so many things. So just adding that little bit of critical thinking, I think, is going to be the key. Number 2, recognize that a diet isn't just about weight loss. It's about learning. Learn from every success. Learn from every misstep. And when you fall down, get back up again. And observe your triggers. Create a plan of action for anything that triggers you. Do you get over hungry? And if you get over hungry, how do you react? When you get an anxiety attack, how do you react? Holidays, how do you react? Different triggers and things in your life. The 4th thing that you can do is, and I love this quote, it's by someone named Renee Jones. I found like a TED Talk. Face your stuff, don't stuff your face. Take the time to understand why you're reaching for food, of course, and deal with your issues instead of stuffing your face. Go for a walk. Read a book. Read some books. Do something else instead and drink a glass of water. Like learn to deal with your stuff as opposed to stuffing your face. And That's something that I am learning and I'm doing pretty good at. So I'm pretty happy with my progress. However, who knows, that could change tomorrow, but I do know that I'll get back up again and face the next day. So to tie this back together, my point is a lot of what is so toxic about dieting centers around consumer culture. It's almost like a toxic like relationship, like romantic relationship, where someone's constantly like gaslighting you. It's not funny, but I have just been thinking about it like that there's so many like lies and like manipulations, and it's all to try to control you. Anyway, it just, as my grandpa always tells me, be wise. That's what I need to do. I just need to be wise and make good, smart choices that I already know. I already know the good choices. I just need to choose them. I also saw this thing like choose your hard today. It really resonated with me. It was like, obesity is hard. Being fit is hard. Choose your hard. Life will never be easy. It will always be hard, but we can choose our hard. Pick wisely. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that quote when I read it. It really, like I said, resonated with me. And so a healthy diet and dieting themselves are not toxic alone. That being said, you do have to do what's best for you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me struggle through this workout and my little dance breaks, because I took a lot. So this workout killed my upper body, like killed it.
Well, guys, that was the 4 tips that I have for this specific video on combating that toxic diet culture. I hope that my ramblings helped you think about things in a different way, or maybe solidified thoughts that you already had. I would love to hear in the comments down below, like, did anything resonate with you? Do you have things to add to what I said? Do you have different perspectives? Do you see something completely different than I do? Like, I would love that conversation to happen down in the comments below. And I'm gonna end this video with just, you can do it. If you have a goal of losing weight, gaining weight, whatever your goal is, you can do it. I know you can. And I hope that you know you can. And I hope that you've had that conversation with yourself, and that you're treating yourself kindly on your journey and respecting your body's needs and just taking care of yourself. And I hope that you get to a place where you're mostly calm and confident in your ability to succeed on your journey, whether it's a health journey to run a marathon or losing weight, whatever it is, you can do it. I know you can. And thank you for being here, for your encouragement on my journey. And I'm rooting for you, and I love you guys. If you're new here and you'd like to follow along for more of my content, then go ahead and click that subscribe button and ding the bell. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye, guys.